Hello, I'm Ajay Hobart, and I'm this week's host of the Flying Falcon. The Flying Falcon is given to a student athlete here at Gerstell Academy who goes above and beyond to work their full potential on and off the court. This week's Flying Falcon is first-year attendee here at Gerstell Academy. She was a member of the girls varsity soccer team this fall and a member of the girls varsity basketball team this winter. This week's Flying Falcon is freshman Kiara Hardy. Hello, Kiara. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Ajay, and thank you for having me as your first Flying Falcon.
So, let's jump right into our questions. Question number one is, when did you start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball in the first grade for a rec league in Carroll County.
Gotcha. And since, obviously, basketball has stayed with you all the way since first grade, why do you love basketball so much?
My reason for loving basketball, I think, is more of just an escape to get away of when everything goes wrong. You have like a family or foundation there, and I've always been a big athlete, so I just love being on the court and getting away from things.
With all the basketball that you play, who has been your biggest role model throughout your entire basketball career?
My biggest role model had to be either my parents or my grandmother. My parents are my AAU coach, and my grandmother has always been there for so many games. And I think them just like getting on me, but also encouraging me to do better has always helped. Even if I didn't want to hear it at some points, it's helped me to get where I am now, to be on a varsity basketball team as a freshman.
So, as anyone around the Gerstell community knows, that our girls basketball program had a pretty big season, and your freshman season was pretty astonishing, as Gerstell Academy broke records with our girls basketball program, hosting our second playoff game ever, and then also winning our first ever girls IAAM basketball game, regardless of the sport, here at Gerstell. With being a part of that, what really goes through your head being a part of that history?
It was really stressful at first, because coming in as a freshman, I was scared. I didn't know if I was going to fit in with the people. But first of all, the coaches, the people on the team, the girls were the most welcoming people that I've ever met. Like, when the season ended, it was probably like one of the most heartbreaking things I had to do. But during the season, everybody it's a competitive atmosphere, but it was also because they encouraged you, they made you do better, and we were always competing in practice, and the coaches also had a big factor on that as well. We all knew that we were going to have a big season this year, and we all knew that we had to keep our head in the game and keep in focus on what we wanted to do. But it was just a good thought of being part of that for my first year.
So luckily you are a freshman, so you got 3 more years here playing basketball. With having those 3 years in your future, what are you most excited for the future as a team?
I'm excited for us to hopefully make it to either the championship in the next couple of years. We just fell a little short this year, but I know we have some new girls coming in that are really great, just as we did this year, and I think they'll fit in perfectly, and with them coming in and making a good blend, I think we'll have an even better season next year.
Also, as you being a freshman, first year of high school, also first year here at Gerstell, new school, new atmosphere, new community, what is one piece of advice you wish you could have given yourself in the beginning of either the school year or the season?
I think I would give myself to calm down and not stress as much. I was definitely worried coming to a new school, and as a freshman and 9th grader, that people were going to not either like me or I wasn't going to fit in. But the girls, the coaches, everything was perfect, and I would just tell myself to take it even more slow. It was heartbreaking when the season ended, and I kind of just wish that I took it more as one day at a time. Like, don't get too ahead of yourself and just enjoy it as it goes.
Well, we love having you here at Gerstell, Kiara, and thank you very much for being this week's Flying Falcon. And stay tuned for next week's Flying Falcon.
Thank you.